My name is Mallory. I'm not going to talk a lot because, that's not what we want in a YouTube tutorial. So real quick, I'm offering this for free. So if you would like to follow my page, Malasana Yoga on Facebook, and give it a like, that would be awesome. Otherwise, we can just get started. So quickly, I may move my position around so that you can see better, but that doesn't necessarily mean for you to move, so I'll try to make that very explicitly clear if I want you to change directions on the mat or something. And yeah, so I'm faced this way just for purposes of you seeing, but you're faced up this way, the short edge of your mat, yeah? Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. This is, chaotic times we're having. Maybe you're on lockdown in your house, so you keep thinking, how can I be of service? And during this time, yoga keeps coming up. So here we go. Find a comfortable seat in cross-legged position if that suits you. Otherwise, really whatever works for you. And then sit up nice and tall. Root through your seat. And you can go ahead and close your eyes. I'm not going to close mine because I just find that awkward for instructional purposes. So go ahead, close your eyes, get centered. Root through the tailbone into the earth. And the first thing we're going to do is just a little pranayama, cultivating our ujjayi breath. So those of you who are not familiar, this is ocean sounding breath, and the way we produce this sound is by closing the back of the throat slightly and breathing out through our nose only, if at all possible. So that's breathing in and out of your nose, and imagine, you can even put your hand in front. Go ahead and put your hand there, and imagine trying to create vapor on a mirror with your nose. Yes? Okay, weird at first. So this is strong breath in and out through the nose, and it's a bit more elongated than normal breaths, to say the least. So we'll begin by, put your hand to your belly, like between, maybe underneath, and just see, as you breathe in through your nose, back of your throat close as much as possible. Do you feel the movement there? That's a good sign. That means you're breathing deeply, okay? And then go ahead, let it out through your nose. We're breathing in and out through our nose if at all possible. And do the same one more time for 1, 2, inhaling, and exhale, 1, 2. Next inhale, we're going to bring our breath up a level into the ribs. So first filling up bottom of belly and then ribs. Go ahead for 1, 2, and 3. Hold at the top, and then gently emptying out rib area first, and then bottom of belly, exhale through the nose. This time we're going to bring the breath up one more level into the collarbone. So go ahead. Up, bottom of belly fills up, then ribs, then collarbones. Have a lot of air there. Hold at the top and slowly exhale through the nose, emptying out collarbones, then ribs, bottom of belly. Okay, and we're going to do our best to keep that breath going on our own now. So don't worry too much. Sometimes one is uneven, like your inhalation is longer than the exhalation. That's fine. Just don't think too much. Maybe there's chaos in the outer world right now. You can create that in the inner world, but just remember you have this inner place of calm inside of you that you can always retreat to. Like wherever our physical body lies, we still have that. Okay, and then on our next breath out, go ahead and just open the eyes and get ready to move into our active part of the practice. So Begin lightly in child's pose, so knees out wide, big toes together, hands extend out in front of you, and then just send your booty back. And then relax your head and neck here. Perhaps your forehead can come resting on the floor or on a block. You have that. And then keeping the wrists really active, activating through your fingertips. So wrists are lifted from the earth. Our hands are very active. And breathing that same Ujjayi breath. At any point in the practice, if you need rest, aside from pausing the video, I encourage you to come here. Come to child's pose, Balasana. 3 more breaths here. And on our next inhale, lifting up to tabletop position, so neutral spine. And then the back of the neck is long. Give yourself a check. And if you feel like you're losing track of when to breathe, just kind of think like opening actions, inhale, closing actions, exhale, right? That's very natural. We're not going to fill our body with breath when our lungs are closing. Okay, so inhale, lower your belly, look up, collarbones wide, and then exhale, curl the spine, curl in the head towards the chest, arch your spine like a cat. Inhale, sink the belly, look up, spread your collarbones wide. Exhale, curl, head in on this as well. Inhale, lower the belly, open the heart. Exhale, curl. And then 2 more times at your own pace, your own breath. So remembering, inhale this way, and then we exhale, we curl. That's the only thing. Okay, next breath in, let's come back to our neutral tabletop pose. And go ahead, extend your right hand out in front. And then we're going to slowly lift our left knee up off the ground and kick back behind us. And then flex your foot. That will just keep our leg nice and engaged. Go ahead, on your breath in, reach, leg a little higher. Exhale, curl. Knee to elbow. And inhale, lifting up, reaching back out. Exhale, closing, remember, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach, look. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. This time, hold. 5, 4, arch your spine slightly. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach. And then that back leg, let's get it long and strong. Reach a little higher. Then kick back towards your butt. Grab for the outer edge of the foot or inner edge, whichever feels more comfortable for you. For me, this is more natural. And then just give it a gentle little kick, just a bit of a stretch. We're not going for like a full dancer here. Breathing here. One more full breath in and out. Okay, breathe in, release, extend, long. Slowly exhale, send both parts back to the ground. This time, inhale, reaching out your left arm, palm facing in. Exhale, go ahead and kick out that right leg back behind you. Inhale, long and strong, flex your foot. Exhale, curl. Knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. And this time we're going to hold. So just breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend out long, long and strong. Exhale, kick back towards your butt. Go ahead, reach for the outer or inner edge of the foot. And again, just kick slightly up. Breathing here, Ujjayi Pranayama. Higher. Next breath out, long and strong. Exhale, gently return your palm and your knee to the mat. Yay. All right, and then quickly we're going to do a heart opener. So maybe move your knees back just a bit and start to walk your arms forward. Now, depending on how open or tight your shoulders are, it's going to determine how far you go. Like maybe you're here and you're already like, that's enough. Enough to feel an opening in the chest and underneath the armpits. If you need more, consider this. You can reach for the outer corners of your mat and then allow that to send you down. Eventually maybe chest and chin. Okay, chest before chin. This is personally my favorite. My shoulders aren't that open, but if yours are, you could actually come to your forearms and like reverse prayer behind and press through those elbows, press through the armpits. But again, I prefer outer edges personally, so that's where I lie today. And then on our next breath in, we will carefully and slowly walk ourselves back up from this the way we came in. So palms to the earth, press up actively and slowly. Okay, now we're going to go to our downward facing dog. So palms out slightly. We're going to go like micro slow. Tuck your toes first, and then lift your knees slowly and press your seat up towards the sky. But keep those knees bent. We're like engaging our core here as we press up to down dog very slowly. Go ahead. So some of us might tend to be like here. Really press through those palms and send your butt back behind you and your shoulders onto the back. And then slowly, carefully, we can come into a fluid down dog. So pedal your legs first to get used to it, especially if you have some tight hamstrings. No need to send heels to the earth, okay? And then when you feel that you've gotten enough movement and you want to come to stillness, just do that very naturally. So in this down dog, our feet are hip width apart, perhaps a bit less. And then really rooting into the ball of our foot. Again, there's no need for the heels to touch to the earth. That's just one day. But really pressing back, sending your hips up to the sky, and then maybe the legs start to straighten. From here, we're going to walk our hands back to meet our feet, and then grab for opposite elbows, or however you like to hang. You can also just let loose, and then bend your knees amply so that you can dangle your spine in a ragdoll forward fold. And you can sway side to side, or you can stay still, however you feel. Breathing here for 3, for 2, Okay, release your hands and let's come to a halfway lift. So take palms to shins for the first one. So that's underneath the knees. And then shoulders onto the back, gaze out, slightly in front of you, neck is nice and long. Nice, long, straight spine. Exhale, fold. And then from here, go ahead, you keep your feet shoulders width. If you're dying to put your feet together, you can do that too. And then we're going to interlace the hands at the low spine and start to pull them away. So we're opening our shoulders. And then go ahead, take a nice deep bend in your right knee, and you should start to feel a stretch in the left hamstring. Now we're going to take that step further. Twist open to your left side. If at any point the shoulders are just like, no, it's fine, let it go. You can actually do this. Okay, exhale through center. Back to just forward fold. And then this time, as you breathe in, deep bend to the left knee. Right is long and strong. Weight in the ball of foot. Exhale, fold, and breathe in. Twist to the right. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, back to center. And then next breath in. You can bring the palms back to shins, or if you feel ready for it, fingertips to the floor, half lift. Okay, slowly breathing out. You're going to crawl yourself back to down dog. So adjust your feet if they were together. Yay. Okay, now from here we're going to ripple forward using our very activated strong core to lift us and come forward like a wave into plank. And then just checking in, like butt down, I always do that. Shoulders above your wrists. Planking here. Next breath out, use that same activated core energy to lift back to down dog. Exhale. Yes. Inhale, ripple forward. Once again, plank. Exhale, back to down dog. Okay. Inhale here. Plank. We will hold. I'm going to hold for a while. So to activate this, you pull your palms towards your feet and keep all of this engaged. If you're just not feeling enough, you can go down to your forearms. That's fine. But check in with your form. Holding 4, 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Okay, if you're in forearm plank, go ahead and press back to regular plank. And then slowly we're going to, and if plank is killing you, knees down at any time. My bad. Okay, knees up. Exhale, we're going to bring our knees, our chest, and then finally our chin to the earth. And then lower your legs down, push through your hips. Inhale, palms down next to your shoulders, lift. Cobra, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, just soften a bit. Inhale, higher. Okay, go ahead and remove your palms. Make sure you're using your low back muscles. Exhale, soften. Inhale, highest expression. Good. Exhale, release all the way down. From here, we're going to press up to plank. You can use your knees if you need that assistance. So go ahead, press up to plank, and then back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold at the top. Open your mouth and sigh. Yes. Stress relief. Okay. Breathe in. Lift your right leg high to the sky. Try to keep your hip down instead of like that, right? Hip square, one line. And then exhale. Go ahead, step your right foot in between your hands. This is runner's lunge. You can stay here. You need modification, go ahead, lower your knee. Okay, but just make sure that this knee is here. Knee is over ankle always to protect our joints. Okay, from here, long spine, and then breathe out. Left hand inside, right foot. Breathe in, twist to your right. Keeping back leg engaged. You can stay here, you can palm down and extend forward, up to you, depending on how open your shoulder feels. If you want some movement, you don't want to be as static, go ahead and circle your arm in one direction. Go ahead and reverse direction. And then from here, we can do two things. If you're here, I encourage you to stay. We're going to an open arm twist. But those of us in runner's lunge, we're going to have to go up to a high lunge, crescent lunge to do so. So you can test your balance here. I'll have 3 ways for you to do this. So you can do this. If you're here, just open up like this. Hello. If you're in runner's lunge, you want to try the balance. Really activate that front foot. All 4 corners of the foot rooted into the mat. And then just go ahead. Your right arm's already extended. Start lifting up through here. Maybe you come to fingertips first for stability. And then pop up here. If you've tried it, you're like, okay, no thanks, but I don't want to stay on the ground either, then just access it through regular crescent lunge. So that means you can come from here to here. Okay, so 3 options. And then from here, our crescent twist, nice open shoulders, square hips. Take that right palm, send it down the left leg, and reach up, breathe in. Activate your core here, reversing. Okay, next breath in, crescent. Okay, stay here if your legs are already really tired. Otherwise, you want to get more active, go ahead, send your arms back behind you, lift up that back leg and come into airplane. So again, the same as when our leg is lifted in down dog, square hips. So airplane or warrior 3, your Vinyasa 3, up to you, that's arms extended. Those of you in crescent, just go ahead and as you breathe out, frame the front foot with your bent knee and then begin to straighten the leg and fold over it. If you are just a warrior over here dying in warrior 3, go ahead and lower down to a standing split. And then you can frame the foot as well. Or if you're dying to balance, you can of course lift that right arm back around and hold. Up to you. Okay, from wherever you are in each stretch, we're going to step our left foot back. And now we're here in runner's lunge again. Step it back, and we're going to move through our flow. So again, you can go all the way down to the ground like we did last time using that knees, chest, chin modification. If you're ready for chaturanga, you can do that chaturanga. Remember, elbows in as we lower down into a push-up. And then I'm going to go for the up dog, so I'm going to go about halfway down and then send my shoulders back. So then the tops of my feet are on the ground, same as cobra. Really open your shoulders. Exhale, back to down dog. So that is our vinyasa flow. I'm going to show you one more time, 2 options. So one, this is the one that could be easier for some, depending on how your shoulders feel. So you can go through chaturanga all the way down, or you could have done knees, chest, chin, and the same, right? And then cobra, and using knees or not using knees to assist, back to down dog. Or our flow is going to be halfway down through chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, up dog, and exhale, cobra. Or excuse me, exhale, downward facing dog. So up to you. Okay, next side. Breathe in, left leg up. Again, squaring our hips. Don't have to get it super high on the first try. Forever, really. Okay, and breathe out. Step your left foot in between your hands. So I'm going to switch. You stay where you are, but I'm going to switch so you can see me. All the better for you to see me, my dear. Okay, here we are. Right palm inside left foot. Breathing out. Inhale, twist, and open to your left. Back leg super strong, knee over ankle. Now up to you. You can palm down, extend. You could be here, okay, depending on what your shoulder needs. Either place, you're free to do a circle. Choose whatever way feels natural to you first. And then after about, I don't know, 4 or 5, so, or intuitively, just switch directions. Yeah. All right, so again, from here, we can go down for support at any time. Maybe you're already there, okay? And then I'm just going to open out to our crescent twist or runner's lunge. We can come up to fingertips first for some stability. Come up. And then remember, always that third option was just runner's lunge. Both hands to support you as you rise. To crescent, and then boom. Up to you. And then go ahead, deepen your lunge on your exhale, and as you inhale, spread the palms. Really open the shoulders. Look back over your left palm, your left hand. And then lower your left hand, breathe out to the back of your right leg. Inhale, up and back, reverse it. And try not to compromise that lunge in the front, so our knee is still over ankle. One more breath in now. Next breath in, up to crescent. Stay here. Again, if your leg is killing you, you can be down here. So if those of you who were there, we're just going to do this now. Nice supported lunge, okay? Otherwise, up. And then those searching for more. Arms back. Oh, hell no. Sorry. Looks like I'm losing my brightness. Max settings and stuff. Okay. Those of us in going to airplane, just arms back behind you, lift up, and stay square hips. Or if you want, warrior 3, arms out in front. Breathing here. Now those of you in crescent, I'm already going to show you what to do next. If you are in crescent, that same thing, right? You're just going to exhale, frame the hands, or frame the foot with your hands, knee. Okay? Then, fold over the leg. If you're here, guess what? You can do a half split. Easy. Ardha Hanumanasana. Just start to straighten the leg. And maybe it doesn't get there, you know, wherever you are. That's fine. Just relax your head and neck. That's an important part. And shoulders onto the back. Those of you in Warrior 3, oh my gosh, sorry I didn't forget about you. Go down to standing split and get that same hamstring stretch. There's so many ways to get the same stretch. And then all of us, wherever you are, in your next breath in, we're going to meet in either the just regular supported lunge or runner's lunge. And then exhale, step that foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Whew. All right, I got to speed up here a little bit. So we're going to look forward, bend your knees, and you may step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat in between the hands, up to you. Breath in, halfway lift, here or here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, take it up, and then you can touch the palms overhead or shoulders width. I personally like shoulders width. And then bring your hands through heart center, samasti to heat. Pause here, breath in. Hold at the top, open your mouth, and sigh it out. One more breath in. As you breathe out, lower your palms to either side, mountain pose, core engaged here, tailbone slightly scooped. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna go to chair pose. So inhale, graze the floor with your fingertips and then lower your seat. And check here, can you lift up your toes? That's a good indicator that your weight is where it should be, which is in the heels. And then arms up, reaching up. So as we exhale, sit a little lower. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Okay, inhale, palms to center. We're going to twist to our right. So don't worry about me, guys. You stay where you are. I'm just moving. Okay. Twist your left elbow outside of right knee. And sit a little lower. Stay. Really push through the palms as you breathe in and twist open wider, or arms open if you feel ready for that. Next breath in, back through center, chair pose. And now I'm turning again. Okay, palms to center. Exhale, twist right elbow outside of left knee. And as you breathe out, press the palms together. As you inhale, open the shoulders and twist. Option to open the arms. One more deep breath in and out. Inhale. Arms up. Woo. Lift your heels or keep them down and slowly lower all the way down to a seat. Woo. All right, we've made it. This is not rest. This is core work. Sorry. So go ahead, lift up your feet. And you can stay here in this like somewhat 90-degree angle, or up to you, you can do this. Now I just lifted yesterday, so this is already interesting for me. See how it goes. Palms up. At any point, if the core is just too much, just leave it, okay? Do your best. It's gonna burn a little, it should. But if it gets too much, rest. Okay, exhale, lower. Ooh. Arms overhead if you want, or here, okay? This is obviously harder. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Okay, this time we're gonna twist off to the right slightly. So inhale, twist right. Both hands touch outside of right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale to the left. Exhale, lower. Stop if you need to. If you want to keep going with me, inhale to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. We're going to do one more. Inhale through center. Woo. Exhale, lower. Keep hover 6 inches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, lower down. That's the stuff. This is really hard without music. I could sing to you guys, but no. Should I not do that? Okay, I won't do that. Okay. So this is our slight rest, but no time to lose or we'll get a bit tired. So go ahead, lift up your head and your shoulders, and then interlace the palms behind the head, and then just kick up to the ceiling. And then I'm looking at my feet real quick. So let's stack hips, knees, and ankles. Joint alignment, yay. Okay, from here, easy, we'll just lower down our right leg, nice and easy. And then we'll lower down our left leg. Ooh, feel the bird. Inhale, lift right. Exhale, lower right. Inhale, lift left. Exhale, lower left. Inhale, lift right. Exhale, lower left, right. Inhale, lift left. Exhale, lower left. Inhale, lift right. Exhale, right. Inhale, left, up. Exhale, left down. Inhale, right up. Exhale, right down. Inhale, left up. Exhale, left. Woo! Hold both for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Nice. And then we're almost done, but I just want to give the obliques a little bit of love here because they are people too. Okay, so again, interlace, kick up, and then go ahead, release your left, hello, and then take your left hand, and we're just going to crunch up, and like left is going to reach for right. It doesn't have to touch. I have long legs, so I feel like I don't have to touch it, but go ahead. Try to get it just as close as you can. You'll feel it in your right oblique. Okay, we're going to do 10. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and 1. Other side. Right outside of left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want rest, go ahead and take it down. Those of you, so if you want to rest, here's where you can stay, okay? Knees wide, pull it back towards the shoulders. Chill for a second, catch your breath. Those of you who want a little bit more oblique action, both will be interlaced behind your head. And then keeping both hip points rooted, go ahead and lower off to the right and sweep up through center. Inhale. Breathe out. Lower off to the left. Sweep up. Exhale. Lower right. Inhale through center. Exhale. Lower left. Inhale through center. Exhale. Lower right. Inhale through center. Exhale. Lower left. Inhale through center. One more each side. Exhale. Lower right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower left. Inhale through the center. Woo. Go ahead, release your head, your shoulders to the earth, and then pull your knees in. So now we're all resting here, right? Knees into shoulders. You can rock along the low point, the points of your sacrum. Feels really good sometimes after core work. You can hug your knees tighter together and then do circles to the left or right. Yoga, everything is both sides, so just make sure you switch when it feels like you're ready. And then we're gonna start rocking along the length of our spine. Give it a nice little massage before we let that carry us up into a seat. If you're unable to do that, use your hands to help you, okay? Here we are. All right, feet hip width apart. Hands down. Inhale, we're going to lift up our tail into reverse tabletop. Remember that shape at the beginning? Try your best to make that in the reverse shape. So knees hugging in, activate your core, and then let your head hang a little bit. Let it chill. One more deep breath in and out, and then breathe in Your next exhale, let's send the hips back. If you want, meet them onto the ground. If you don't want to, hover, and then inhale back up. Reverse tabletop. And then exhale back. Everyone, touchdown. Okay? We're going to do one more reverse tabletop if that is what suits you. If you want to try reverse plank, we're going to actually move our hands back a bit further this time. And then as we lift our hips, we're going to send our big toes down to the mat. Okay? So breathing in, lift the hips, send your big toes down. And then activate that core, lift your butt, lift through your shoulders. We'll stay where we are, either in reverse tabletop or reverse plank for 5 more breaths. For 3, for 2, and 1. Gently, slowly, with control, lower down. And we're in a perfect place where we're going to take our vinyasa. So, those of you who want to try this hop, I'm really rusty at it right now, but you just essentially cross your one ankle over the other, whichever feels comfortable for you. So many of you, you can just walk yourself back to a plank like that, like I just did. Or you want to try the hop. I mean, I can't really explain it that much. You just kind of cross your legs and use your feet and you go for it. Back to plank. And inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo, fun stuff. Okay, we're going to come up to goddess pose. If you're interested in hopping, then it's going to be similar as before. Or you're going to walk. Either way, we're going to end up here. And I'm going to face you so that you can actually see me. So our knees are out wide, our heels are facing in, and our toes are facing out. Hands at your chest. Now press, resist through elbows and knees. That creates that tension that's going to activate our muscles. You can lift up if you want a little bit more. But we're going to go into some arm balances, so maybe that's not necessary. I'm going to give you 2 chances, or 2 different things you can practice. So those of you working on crow, if you have blocks, you can use them if you need the support. I don't. I'm a little mobile right now. So you can use books too, whatever. So here's what we would do. If I had blocks, they'd be here so my feet can go on them, because when my feet are lifted, gives me extra leverage. Those of you who want to go straight into crow and you already know how to do it, okay, do it up, no worries. Those of you who want guided, so palms down about shoulders width apart, kind of like right inside where your knees are, like right here, okay? And then we're gonna toe heel our feet together so that our big toes are touching. And then my knees should be able to kind of rest perfectly on below my shoulders. So there's this like nice hugging action almost between my knee and my upper tricep. So that would allow me to practice with one leg. Again, if your leg is like lifted on a block, it's starting from here. That's already so much, more convenient for you. You can start with one leg at a time. Those of you who have it in your practice, you can just start lifting into it. Okay, and then remember to keep your feet up towards your bum. Now, second option is going to be Titivasana, a personal favorite of mine. So you want to try that one. Hopefully you did crow already to warm yourself up. Hands to the earth. And then let's try like reaching around and doing this. So that our shoulders are meeting like the nape of our knee. This is like the tight hugging action we need for Tittipasana, but now we're going to bring our hands back to the earth inside of our feet, and then we're literally going to sit on our upper triceps. Like, I can't really say it any other way. You're going to sit back, lower your butt. And first, why don't you come here and cross in whatever way, whichever foot is more fun for you. Do that first. Get comfortable here. And then you can start extending here, maybe one leg at a time. Playing with that. Or you want to go for it both. And try to get those legs kind of straight. I have trouble with it. And then when you come back, you could cross your legs again, or you can just put them on the ground and then wiggle out of it. So finish crow play or Tittipasana. Pause it if you like. Have as many tries as you want. Otherwise, here we are in Goddess again, and I feel that we can go on. So, yeah. Let's interlace our palms and place them out. And then we're just slowly going to stand up and moving closer. So you're at the long edge of your mat, or sorry, the short edge of your mat, I hope. And then from here, step your feet together or keep shoulders width for balance. Exhale, palms through center, Samastitihi, mountain. And then inhale, inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. And then inhale, halfway lift. So I'm going to turn again. And then exhale, hop or step back to Chaturanga, okay? Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. All right, step your feet together. Inhale, right leg up. And then we're going to open our hip this time. So externally rotate the hip and bend your knee like you're trying to kick your butt, but you're also trying to get your knee up high. Nice hip opener for the right hip. And breathe here. Keep your chest square to the mat if you can. Okay, inhale back to a regular leg lift, so internal rotation. And then exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, and this time spin your back heel down. So we're preparing for warrior two. Inhale, arms up, rise up, warrior two. So my hips are square, facing the long edge of my mat. Yours are too, I hope. Right knee over right ankle. And arms out. So I'm gonna, I'll stay here. This gives you a different perspective. Okay, next breath in, reach, 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 and then we're gonna put the left palm down, left leg or super open, bind it to your front leg, and then lift up, breathe in, reverse, warrior. Core is active, lunge is not compromised. Back leg is straight, pressing through the outer edge of the back foot, and then rooted through the ball in the front foot. Back a little more, breathe in. Next breath out, release the arms. Warrior two. All right, extended side angle. So we're gonna come right forearm, right thigh, and then just reach our left arm up. This could definitely be enough. Or arms up, palm facing overhead, look up towards it. So I'm here. If I want more, right palm inside the right foot, okay? If I want even more, left arm binds behind the back, maybe reaches for the right thigh in a half bind. And if I want the fullest, most extreme, then I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm gonna reach and grab hold of my left. So now I'm in a full bind, but I'm not like sinking and getting lazy, right? I'm still really up in my lunge and then stacking my shoulders best as possible, looking up towards the ceiling, wherever you are, wherever your hand is, Look towards the ceiling. Roll your right ribs up towards the ceiling. Now, those of you who are in the bind and would like to stay, we will go to triangle. You can just start extending back into a bound triangle. Try it. Maybe you half bind it, okay, wherever you are. Those of us, or those of you who are here or here, we're just going to come up, transition through warrior two, and straighten that right leg. And then reaching forward, breathing out. Breathing in. And as we breathe out, we're going to revolve it down and grab hold of wherever feels best. So like right shin, right ankle, inside the right foot, outside the right foot. There's so many possibilities. Stay, right ribs up towards the ceiling, arms stacked. If you want more, always can reach it forward to make it extended. Those of us who are here, yay, that was not the most fun transition. Those of us who are here can stay half bind. Now, all of us are getting a nice stretch through our hamstring and our left side body. From here, I want to take it further to half moon. So those of you bound, look closely first. You can start to walk in your left for extra support, and you can stay in a half bind or full bind wherever you are, and try to lift up the left, but really root through that right ball of your foot, coming up to bound half moon, or maybe you're in half bound half moon, and maybe you want this one to rest on. That is a possibility. Those of you in the other triangle pose, we're here. We're also in a perfect position. Come to half moon. So right hand down. Maybe that requires a bit of bending. Nothing wrong with that. Bend either way, okay? Then we're going to bend into our right leg and lift up left and extend. Yay! All of us are in our own version of Ardha Chandrasana, whether we are bound or we are fully open, okay? And then you can stay. Those of us in half moon want to try Shavasana. You can grab for the outer edge of your lifted left foot and kick back. Externally rotate your hips, okay? Okay, wherever you are, go ahead and release your foot if you have hold of it. And then if you're bound, let me think about how to tell you to get here. Those of us in half moon, just come back to warrior two. If you're bound, release the bind first. Yeah, that's going to work best. And then you can keep half bound if you want, because we're going to go reverse. So whether we're in warrior two and you reverse again from here, this way or that way, bound, okay? Up to you. That is horrible lunge, sorry. Okay, back to warrior two. Ooh, exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame the foot, step the right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, inhale, left leg lifts. And then we're going to open out. So externally rotate that hip, kick back towards your butt, lift your left knee. Woo. Well, I can really feel it in this one. And then 3, 2, 1. Okay, internally rotate. So back to regular leg lifted. Sorry, that just got awful looking. And then exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. I'm switching. Don't mind me. Right heel spins down. Inhale. Lift your arms up. Warrior two on the opposite side. Okay, as you breathe in, stretch to the front and then reverse your warrior. Right hand down, right thigh, or bound to the left thigh. Okay? And then deepen your lunge as you exhale. As you inhale, Reverse more. Exhale, deepen your lunge. Inhale, reverse more, engage your core. Okay, inhale back to center. Warrior two. Okay, from here, left forearm, left thigh, breathe in, and right arm extends overhead. Stay. If you'd like to open your shoulder more, just extend, palm facing down. Option to come down onto the floor. If that's the case, your knee and your shoulder push into each other with equal resistance. Half bind perhaps, full bind perhaps. And look up towards the ceiling. Keep those legs strong. Send your left hip underneath your torso. So in other words, it's sort of like scooping the left hip in so it's not poking out behind you. And then from where we are, those of you going to bound triangle or half bound triangle, you already know where to go. Just slowly start to work the legs straight. The rest of us who are not in any kind of bind, we'll go back to our warrior two. So we'll be like here, we're here, and we're just gonna lift back up warrior two. And then we're transitioning by straightening our left leg first. Right hip is tucking back. And then as we breathe in, we're going to reach forward, long torso, strong, and then exhale. Roll ball down. Grab hold of your shin, your ankle, inside or outside, left foot up to you. Stack those shoulders. Look at me, I'm like this. Don't be like that. Okay? And then press your hips forward like you're thrusting. And then stay. More that. Those of you who are bound, maybe you're working your legs straighter. I'll come back to join you in a moment and guide you through half moon. So just stay there. It's kind of a nice resting hamstring stretch. The rest of us, look forward. Send your gaze over your left foot. And then up to you where you put your hand, inside or outside. Left foot is okay. Deeply bend that left knee and allow that to let you lift up onto your right toes, and then get a nice little pop up from there. Externally rotate your hips. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Okay? So, those of us who are bound. And then again, guys, if you want to play with Shavasana, you already know, kick back, grab, etc. Those of us in bound triangle, I highly suggest bringing your right foot forward a little bit first before you lift up. This side is terrible for me. So maybe I listen to my body and go to a half bind. Nothing wrong with that. Higher you lift your leg, guess what? The easier this balance becomes. Maybe that even allows you to cultivate the strength to lift up this hand from the ground. If you're in Shavasana, release your foot slowly with control. And then all of us, inhale, we're going to come back to reverse warrior. If you want to transition through warrior two, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to go for it and you're already in a half bind or whatever, just come on back. Right foot down, reverse. If you're in warrior two first, just come on and join us here or here. And then, let's turn left foot in. So first I'm going to make it a little bit more active. So actually let's have our toes facing out and heels in a squat. Actually, this is technically God's squat, apparently. Okay, so lower your hips, and then here, you can be here for support. Maybe you want to feel the burn more. You can lift your heels. And then you can just kind of, arms out to the side like you're pushing on two walls, opening up your hips, swaying side to side. Again, you can use this for support. And then let's interlace our hands and press out in front of us and start lowering so that we really feel it in our hips. Perhaps do little mini squats. And then go ahead and everybody come here for support. Now, perhaps you need to put your heels down at any time, you can do that, okay? Perhaps you're like, no, like I need to straighten my legs now. Wherever you go for rest, I mean, we could still like twerk right here if we want. Otherwise, go ahead and start to turn your toes in, heels out, and start to work the legs to straight. All of us, let's get there. Let's all meet there. And then we'll have our hands out in front, underneath our shoulders, shoulders onto the back. And then let's move left hand in slightly to center as we exhale. And as we inhale, let's twist to our right. Oh yeah. And then as we exhale, right hand down. Inhale, twist left. So we just switched essentially. Exhale, both back down, half lift. And then this time, you're gonna grab hold for your shins, somewhere that gives you support. Maybe like this is totally enough for your hamstrings, that's fine. Make sure your toes are turned in, please. And then from here, if you want, you can grab hold of your big toes. Sorry, you just witnessed me like yelling at myself. like make sure your toes are turned in. But check that, that's form and that's important. So then we're gonna go exhale, folding down, and perhaps your hamstrings are open enough where you can come resting on the crown of the head. Okay, but don't jam your neck, just lightly. The weight is actually really in the balls of your feet, so much so that you can lift your heels. The weight is in the balls of your feet, not your neck, not your crown of your head. Okay, inhale, back to halfway lift. Release the toes if they're bound. And from here, we're gonna come to the back edge of your mat. Okay, that means we're gonna bend right foot and we're gonna send left toes to the sky, and we're in Skandasana. So we can do a little of this action here, or we can support ourselves all day long in this balance, okay? Whatever we need, like this is totally good. And you can use your hands the whole time as we switch sides. You just walk naturally. Otherwise, you can do this and switch. So this time we bend left knee and right toes up. I personally, for whatever reason, feel great doing this, usually to music, and I go to the beat. So, okay, we're gonna switch back to right. Inhale through center, exhale, bend right, wherever you are, hands to center, hands on the floor for support. And then we're gonna inhale, center, exhale, bend left. And then from here, fast, one to the right and one to the left. And then, okay, that's enough of that. Turn to the front of your mat, frame your hands, turn into a runner's lunge. And then step that left foot back. That looks like a bad plank. Sorry, guys. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Woo! All right, from here, I'd say it is appropriate to work to the floor. So, just like we did in the beginning of class, you can use your knees to help if you need. Inhale, ripple forward to a plank. And adjust if you need to, if you're like me. And then we're going to slowly make our way all the way down to the mat. So as quickly or slowly as you want. Keeping your elbows in, please, wherever you are, and using knees for support if you need. And I'm going to hover 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. And then briefly rest on your left or right cheek. So arms out by your side.
Okay, turn to the opposite cheek. So if you're on left, turn to the right, and vice versa. Okay, chin to the mat. Pause the video if you need more time to rest. I'll keep moving. So chin to the mat, palms down to the ground, facing down. Press through the tops of your feet. We're going to come up. First, we're just going to lift our chest and really press through the palms and the tops of our feet. So only our chest and shoulders are lifting. Now, go ahead and lift your palms up. Shoulders back, onto the back, reaching. So long. Try not to kink your neck like I'm probably doing. And then go ahead, if you want to, you're comfortable, go ahead and start lifting the tops of the feet up off the ground. Let that carry up through the calves, maybe to the thighs. And then we're just lifting here into a back bend. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, coming down onto our right cheek. We'll rest briefly. One breath in. And take a sigh out through the mouth. Okay, chin returns to the mat. Go ahead and this time, if you'd like, interlace your hands at the low spine like we've been doing quite a few times in class. And we're going to do that exact same thing. So either there or same hands as before, okay? Whichever feels good on your shoulders. And we're going to press through the tops of our feet and our legs and use that to give us the strength to lift our chest first. Then, slowly, can lift up your feet, calves, maybe some of your thigh. And bending deeply through our back, core is engaged. Breathing here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down onto your left cheek. And we are totally almost done with the active work. Thanks for doing a great job and staying with me. This final one, go ahead up to your chin again. We're going to go to a half upward facing bow or a full Urdhva. Okay, it's up to you. So if you go half, just make sure you do it to both sides. I'll show you both. So half would be like in the beginning of class, kick right to your butt, and then I'll have you left arm extended out in front, palm for support, and reach for the outer edge of your right foot, and then you just like kick that up, back behind you first rather, to lift your chest, and then you can lift up your left. Now I find this for some reason like a lot harder than a full upward bow, so try it. Don't think you can't do it. Try both and see what works for you. If you want to go full upward facing bow, simply kick both back, reach back like you're a swimmer and you just did like a breaststroke or something, and then outer edges of your feet. So first, before we lift anything, just kick back. See how that lifts my chest automatically? I didn't have to do very much. I used my legs, not my chest. And then you can start lifting up your legs from the ground. You can touch your big toes together if you want. Up to you, okay? And then keep lifting everything. Lift a little higher wherever you are. If you're an upward, half upward bow, go ahead and switch sides. So remember, same side. So this time you would go to your left. So it will be left arm connected to outer edge of left foot if you're in half bow. The rest of you, wherever you are, lift a little higher for 5, 4, 3, higher, 2, 1. Release everything down to the mat and rest on your right cheek. Woo! And then go ahead and like windshield wiper your feet to either side if you'd like. And then just lay down. Stillness. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Do that again if you'd like. And from here, we need to transition to our back through down dog.